scientific evidence, the world, the universe does revolve around. I, I don't gotta smoke weed. I don't even call it weed because I don't smoke weed. I smoke star seed sage. If you look up sage, what does it do? It gives you wisdom, removes negativity so you get a higher vibration. My star seed sage is for my cells, but it is only for the balance. I mean, it's always to bring you back to your heart space because if you look at the plant, it's green. So it's a heart chakra herb. At the end of the day, a makerba herb. To activate your makerba, what do you have to do? Unlock your chakras, right? When you unlock your chakras, the thing about that when you smoke, it actually duplicates that cell. So say if your mental is right, you don't have these emotions attached to your soul, to your X genes, okay? That deals with your creativity and your intuition and your imagination. So that deals with a mental. So if that's clear, which also is A and B with physical, so the shit that you eat, because a lot of meat and shit also gives you anxiety and everything emotional wise falls in anxiety. Okay. That's why the anxiety pills you take most likely make you lose memory. Okay. And the right balance comes wisdom. Okay. Because your cells are not supposed to die, they're supposed to reproduce and just keep growing and keep growing. They're not supposed to grow and then die out and then you wake up and have more cells. I mean, that's just how your body works because you can't stop it unless you destroy it. It's just how the energy works. It's a defense mechanism, okay? But the thing is, your cells supposed to grow and grow and grow and reproduce in a positive variant. When it's a negative variant, that's allowing cancer to reproduce. The thing about UVC hitting, your cells are reproducing, period. But you need more high vibrations reproducing, not low vibrations reproducing itself. It's called cellular subdivision. Okay, that's when one cell duplicates itself into three. So the ratio 1 for 3 and 3 to 1 when it comes to cells dying. That is called lysis. That is a suffix of the word paralysis. You get what I'm saying? Para is a prefix that means something. That's why they put it paranormal activity, all types of shit. Okay? Paralysis. You feel me? Para is a prefix, but it's two different words. That's how English is. It's English is a combination of vibrations, what you call syllables. You have to remember what I be telling y'all. A through Z is talking about energy. It's only 19 letters in the alphabet in reality, but 26 was made because of the seven that joined, right? And when seven that joined, it denotes a new energy, right? Because it's a 4, 5, 6 thing. So when 4, 5, and 6, okay, that's the V2, okay? Because you have your 1, 2, 3, that's one. That's one triangle. That's one vortex, okay? But that's dealing with above and below. So 1, 2, 3 is below. 4, 5, 6 is the UV index. Because where's the UV been? And I'm saying mainly on the East Coast. because America is really east. If the Pacific Ocean is 144 degrees, and I looked that up, yeah, yeah, 144 degrees east, zero north is the Pacific Ocean. If you look at the map that they show you, it's all the way on the west because you got a Greenwich line that splits west and east. So that will put us in the west and America's in the west if you're looking at that map. But if you use common sense on a compass, everything goes around a 360. So if 144 is in a 360, you have 90 degrees that's east. You have 180 degrees that's south. You have 270 degrees that's west. And then you have 360, which is north. Okay, so then you have your 12, that's north. You have your 3, that's east. You have your 6, that's south. And you have your 9, that's west. So we will be in the 9 part talking on some energy wise on the compass of the 270, which is 27, back to 9. But the 27 deals with the 27-year cycle, meaning this shit was happening every 27 years. Okay, so this when it ties back to 1994 and all that shit, and then 27 years back, which ties back to if you go back 9 years, you will always find significant dates coming from 2020 or 2021. Keep going back 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. I'm gonna say 2020 because that's 3 years after 2017. 2017 is when the tribulations begin. Okay, 2012 actually already happened. Y'all just don't know it. If you've been listening to my theory, which I just know is truth now, no conspiracy, none of that. Reason why I see they said they come for me November 24th, but that's actually uh, February 24th because they don't. I'm gonna be 33 when this shit, when 9 ether hits. The thing is, you can already activate your powers. It's just the fact that I'm saying when a physical state is happening, mentally and consciously you was doing that and mentally doing the works in the physical. Now it's hitting on the physical, period. So this is when it comes to you can't stop the shit. Okay, it's happening. You just can't stop it because 2000 hertz, the V2 charge is past 2023, but it's going to relate to 2017. That's why this X flare is on the way. The X flare is actually a gamma ray. When you say, okay, say it's a 369 cycle within the tribulations, we in a 6. So the 123 was actually a red gamma ray that blasted off and hit Earth in 2017. Okay, you might not hear nobody say this because they didn't experience it. I experienced it. So thing is, it could go through walls and everything. It didn't harm me, but it activated me. So when I actually felt fear and anxiety, because I got scared and mad because I thought somebody was trying to run in my house. I had to think about it just because I don't get into no drama and beef, but that don't mean that shit can happen because I also feel like I always been watched by higher ups and by my star family. You feel me? And just some people around that just had some walk-ins in them. Because that's what I have to watch out for, these goddamn walk-ins. Because every gate during the cherubim they're trying to get to, okay? Like every gate. That's what I'm telling you. One is coming up. The cherubim wheel is 4 quarters, 4 different states. Because it goes higher and higher, but it goes higher each quarter of during the year. That's a 360. So 1 quarter, say like 60, 1 quarter is 1890. Then the next quarter is 1980. Then the next quarter is 270. Then the next quarter is 2160. But what I'm saying are hertz that's coming off the sun. Okay, so it's tuning you to a higher frequency every quarter. So this is what I'm saying. Um, my how I see the year starts off on the new year is April 1st, not January 1st. So one, two, three to get to the nine, because it's a 369 with the quarters. Say like the Lion's Gate, the rest of the cherubim is dealing with carbon. Okay, going into a higher state. So you have the lion, the snake, the goat, the eagle, dealing with the dragon kundalini energy, or no, dealing with the Dracon. My bad. But the kundalini is rising because of a device that was set by Aquaman, and it was made not to let them win, because you know they just want to fuck with shit that they don't have their hands on. And that being known for one of the high priests, they made it like that. It's just like knowing someone's gonna touch some shit and you put a booby trap. That's pretty much what it was. We made a booby trap for our own enemy being 10 steps ahead of them. But we had to go through this to remember how we feel, okay? Because, like I said, we at the end of the timeline, y'all. You wouldn't have no higher self, no lower self if it wasn't. But you have to find a balance in between to knock out all the enemies that's intervening. There's meaning to truth. Truth is the blue light, okay? But like I said, the first 3 years from 2017 to 2020, the red light was activated through the gamma ray that actually hit the planet. So everybody talking about this green light activation. Now this gamma ray that's about to hit, yeah, it's gonna be an X. But this gamma ray that's about to hit is going to be the green light. Green light still ties to the Merkaba. We green light beings. Only reason it's going to be activating at the same time is because of what they got planned to go against us. Even a lot of people gonna shift, bro. That ass. That's why it's a Republican thing. Repub for the leakings. That shit's real. So that the thing about the green light, the 6D, that activates uh the ethers. Okay? But then there's six ether beings that was created from certain genetics. Like the six part milk came out of this and then mixed with some goddamn uh yeah, the car yeah, mixed with some fucking animals and shit. So you look at the jabby jab, it's tied to the same shit. Okay. So obviously certain shit might shift. Okay. So getting back to point, you get the little shit back in you, right? The green light is going to activate the defense, Merkaba wise. Okay. It's going to tie to and your fear and your madness because that deals with your chaos energy, the roots, right? But the thing about this light, though, it actually do activate. Even the red light activated. But the thing about it was the magnetics field wasn't depleted the way it was in 2017. It's more depleted now, if you get what I'm saying. So when it actually happened, it gave me the wisdom of how the snake is really not blind because they have something called a pit organ in their forehead. The pit organ helps them uh, transmute infrared light, just like your pineal gland. Okay, and just like Neo, when he thought he went blind, he was able to see the frequencies. That's how it is when you're looking with solar like energy. It's like a heat sensor type shit. But the thing was, I was able to see through a wall, through darkness, through a blanket. through a closet, through the front door, and able to see the key inside of the lock turning. Right now, it came from that red light, but it didn't last long. So when my nigga girlfriend walked in the door and opened it, and she was like, "What's wrong with you?" Because I was in shock. I was like, so when that ended up happening,